Holi, the best time of the year. For us growing up in hyper-capitalist modern cities like Delhi or Bombay, we will always remember it as a festival of color. But do we remember the significance behind the festival, the spirituality that was involved behind the festival? Because it is so much more than just being a, a celebration of color or love. In fact, the festival stems out of perseverance, devotion, and I would also say discipline. Hiranyakashyap, the antagonist of the story, is an Ashura king who is a big Shavite, and he wants a blessing from Lord Shiva that he should be made immortal. Lord Shiva, impressed by his devotion, granted few aspects of his wish, that being he cannot be killed on ground or air or by a handheld object or a javelin sort of object, nor by a human nor by an animal. So the aspect of his killing became extremely ambiguous. So that granted Hiranyakashyap a lot of powers, which obviously made him extremely arrogant. And with arrogance came ignorance. He started destroying temples and deified himself to such an extent that he expected the same levels of deification from his son as well. His son being Prahlad, who was a Vishnu Bhakt. Now, his father Hiranyakashyap is trying to convince him to stop worshipping Vishnu, and in the process, he gets so irate that he tries to kill his own son. But his son resists. He is continuously being protected by Lord Vishnu. So you can see that from ancient times there has been like a debate as to what type of religion or what type of gods can be imposed. That is very unique to very unique to our Hindu civilization. Anyway, moving on. So uh, Hiranyakashyap then approaches his sister Holika, who promises that she will get rid of Prahlad by wearing a cloak, which is going to ensure that she doesn't get burnt, but Prahlad gets burnt in the way. So she jumps in the pyre with the cloak on herself, with Prahlad on her lap. And again, as luck would have it, the cloak actually ends up protecting Prahlad and ends up killing Holika. So that's how the process of Holi actually begins. We start with burning the pyre, as you can see in the video, as a remembrance as to how Holika, who tried to kill Prahlad, died in the process. Enraged, Hiranyakashyap protested and asked his son Prahlad, if Vishnu is everywhere, where can I find him immediately? Prahlad pointed to one of the castle pillars and said, he's everywhere, he could be there in the pillar as well. Hiranyakashyap, enraged, went towards the pillar and broke it. And out came Narasimha, an avatar of Vishnu Bhagwan, who is half lion, half human. He takes Hiranyakashyap on his lap and goes towards the entrance point of the castle. And on the lap, he disembowels Hiranyakashyap with his bare hands. So he was killed by a half human, half lion, not in the air nor on the ground, but on the lap, and not by a handheld weapon nor by a throwing weapon. So at the same time, his blessings remained, but there was a loophole which was exploited by Lord Vishnu, and it ended Hiranyakashyap. So the important lesson of the story is that arrogance leads to ignorance, and one should never impose one's personal beliefs on others. And that is what the celebration is all about. It celebrates diversity, and diversity is represented through colors.